I'm standing about 5 meters above ground on this tiny platform. I'm strapped with a harness and it's tight. It goes between my legs and around my shoulders. The air is warm and humid on my face. I can hear the wind through the leaves along with birds. But those are not the typical birds back home. Those are tropical birds. The sun is shining through the trees and it's so peaceful. I cannot hear any cars. I can't hear the sound of the city. It's so peaceful. It's like 25 degrees or 80 Fahrenheit. It's so nice. All I can see is trees and trees. I was in Thailand. We were a group of 5. 2 of my best friends that I've known for 15 years. One with his girlfriend and my cousin Willie. Willie and I have known each other since we were babies. I'd go to his place during the summer and we'd play video games or we'd be out. We live in Paris, next to the Canal Saint-Martin. One summer, he taught me how to ride a bike. So we'd ride our bikes together in the neighborhood. Or during the summer, I would go on vacation trips with his family, driving all around France. Sitting in the car for hours and hours, with the music turned up, singing old French classics, like Claude François. One time, we were staying overnight at our grandparents' house, like a big house for little kids. And he was trying to freak me out. He made some baby footprints with his hands on the mirror of the bathroom. So that when I get out of the shower with the steam, I'd freak out, like, what's that? He was more like a brother than a cousin. And I love going away on trips with him. Me and these friends, we've also been on multiple trips before. We'd been to south of France, to Spain, etc. But this time, it'd be the furthest away we'd been. We were in Thailand. So our usual day so far was we were going to the pool of the hotel and just chilling, or going to the beach to the nice and hot water, or to the night market, buying cheap T-shirts and eating delicious local food like pad thai, noodle soups, fried rice. But today was a day for adventure. And we'd been on many adventures before. We'd been bungee jumping, skydiving, exciting stuff. So right now, we're treetop walking. My friend calls me ahead and says, "Hey, come on!" So I turn around and look at the plank that goes to the next tree. And I have a rope that goes above my head, so I grab to it and I walk on that little wobbly plank. Once I get to the other side, I turn around and I wait for my cousin Willie. So he starts walking on the plank, and I grabbed his rope and I start wobbling it. And he's like, "Hey, stop!" And I can tell he's freaking out. But he knows I'm messing with him. We eventually make it to the end of the course, and we go for lunch. So we're sitting in the sun on top of a mountain. There's a gorgeous view, and we're getting green curry with white rice. Lots of spices, smells good, amazing. And we get some coconut juice, fresh from the tree. So there's a guy that climbs on the tree and picks it there. And we go on for the next adventure. Whitewater Rapids, or whitewater rafting. I'm super excited. I've never done that. I can't wait. It's gonna be the first time. So I start looking around and you know, I put my helmet on and I put my life jacket, and I can see that the river is about 3-4 meters wide, and on the side there's like 100 people and 20 boats. So I'm like, oh, come on. How long is that gonna take? I'd like it to start right now. So we make it to our boat, and we have two guys. They're sitting on both sides of the boat, and we climb in. The boat is bright yellow and orange, PVC. I go in the back with my friend Rong, and my cousin and my friend Futa and his girlfriend go in the front in the middle. We wait around, and there's a lot of things going on. Everybody's getting ready. Everybody's putting their helmet on, their life jackets. It's buzzing everywhere. So we start looking around, and I see this guy. And I start elbowing my cousin, and I'm like, "Hey, look, over there. Look at this guy. He's ridiculous." So my cousin looks over, and he sees what I see. And I say to Willie, "This guy, he's like 6'5", like 2 meters. He's massive." And the thing is that all the life jackets, they are one size fits all. So I say to Willie, "It looks like he's wearing a baby life jacket." So we're on the boat and we're gonna start. And the river is kind of the rapids. So the water is calm, but I can see the flow of it. So once we get on the water, the two guys, they take their paddles, they start paddling, and it goes pretty fast. And you know, it's bumpy, And we make it pretty quickly to the first boat in front of us. And we bump. And my cousin is like, hey guys, come on. You need to hold on tighter. Otherwise, if you keep doing that, we're gonna flip the boat. And so me and my friend Rong, we start holding onto the side of the boat. And the boat goes faster again. And we go through the rapids and we bump again. But this time harder. And I start feeling the boat underneath me comes out. And I don't know what's going on. And all I can see is orange. Everything is orange. I don't know what's going on. I can feel my helmet pushing me down and my life jacket pushing me up. And I don't really realize it, but I'm under the boat. And there's water rushing into my face and my nose. And I'm being dragged by the current. I look around and I can't see anyone. And I start to panic and I'm like, I'm stuck. What am I gonna do? And I start pushing the boat, but it's too heavy. And I don't understand why. I start pushing and pushing. And I'm just stuck under the boat. And the water's cold, so it starts to be hard to think. And everything I can see is the orange and the bright sun coming through the boat. I keep pushing on the boat and I finally realize, because I don't know what's going on for everybody else, that someone must be on the boat, on top of the boat. But I decide that I cannot die like that. I need to try harder and push. I try to stand and to put my feet on the ground, but it's too slippery. The water is too fast and the rocks are too slippery. I can't stand. So I just let go, and I'm being dragged by the water. At a certain point, I can feel that the boat is not as heavy anymore. So I push, and the bright sun is shining in my face, and I'm in the jungle. A couple meters ahead, I can see my cousin. He's holding onto a rock. I get closer to him by the current, and I decide to reach out to him. He reaches out to me. He grabs my arm, and I hold his hand. But because the water is so fast, I pull him away. And I'm like, damn it, I shouldn't have. He was safe, and I pulled him away. We go through the current, and everything is so fast. I try to grab some rocks, but same thing, I can't. It's too slippery. I can't do anything about it. Eventually, we make it to the corner, and I feel a little safe because I know there's someone that I know there. My cousin is here with me in that mess. Once we pass the corner, I see the boats. And the first boat that we see, like a vision of giant, it's Baby Life Jacket. He reaches out to me as he catches my eye, and I can see he's concerned. He pulls my life jacket and put me in the boat. I collapse onto the floor. I look up, and he's also pulling my cousin out of the water. My cousin collapsed onto the floor next to me, and we lie there breathing heavily. I grab his hand and I hold to it. And I feel relieved because I know that he's safe and that I am safe. The boat makes it to the side of the river, and people start getting off the boat. Then Baby Life Jacket gets off first, and he reaches his hand to help. I look at him and I say, "Thank you so much." His warm face is looking at me, and he says, "No problem, you're welcome." We get out of the boat, and I look back, and I'm thinking, that it was not nice to make fun of him. And I hope that he didn't hear us, but even if he did, it didn't matter. Because he still saved us, and I feel so grateful. Thank you.